I'd been looking forward to India, mostly to escape the heat wave strangling southern Europe. Not that India's famous for its mild climate, I know. But the Himalayas, they promised sanctuary. Marching through Toulouse with all my gear in 40 degrees heat had fried me. All it took was a cold beer in Istanbul's AC departure lounge. Overpriced, numbing, and I slipped so deep into daydream the gate for my connecting flight to Mumbai closed without me. Fine, I was satisfied with my thrifty plan. A cheap room in Istanbul, wait till Monday's direct flight to Delhi, save a bunch of cash over an immediate alternative. Nice. Next step, find a bed. After hours of explaining myself to layers of airline staff and security getting landside, reclaiming luggage, muscling through to central Istanbul, Taksim, I had nothing left for the minefield of online booking. I alighted the bus and lurched into the first hotel that instinctively looked right. Comfort, affordability, bang in the middle. Rested, thinking more clearly, I decamped from the yellow mansion. 4 nights to kill. I'd been here before. Kadiköy's dive bars and street hustle would be more my speed. I smoked a cigarette with the moon-faced kid at reception while waiting for the power to come back. I needed Wi-Fi. From Yemen, 4 years in Istanbul. He shared me his mobile data. I retrieved directions to the windowless sweatbox I'd go on to occupy. I gave him a thumbs up as I left. He was on a call now, phone wedged between shoulder and cheek, hands cupping a match. A fresh cigarette twitched in the flame, clinging on for dear life as he machine-gunned Arabic down the phone. I shoved off. North end of Galata Bridge. I stared across into Asia. At least I'd make it out of Europe, I thought, still embarrassed about missing my flight. I was one of the last aboard before the ferry shoved off. No better transport than a passenger ferry. Laden with bags, I ducked into the downstairs galley, dodging the bustle up top. Sultan Hamid's great mosques slid past on starboard, and I remembered the last time I was here. A bomber tore apart a crowd outside the Blue Mosque. Awful scene. The ferry crawled the Bosphorus, and I drifted back to that day, or rather to the morning after. 2 hulking security under my arms, dragging me down a corridor. Top side of my shoes slid along the pale blue carpet, legs stretched out behind like a strange human trike. In the lobby they sat me down. Manager's coming. I knew what I'd done. Drunk, lost, needing a toilet. Maybe a late night bar. Had ended up slipping into the Hilton undetected. Nothing open. Too far gone to get home safely, but with it enough to realize I made myself a bed in the laundry cupboard, 7th floor. Not my finest move in retrospect. Manager arrives, smart suit, late 50s. His assistant translating. Security still glaring, stone-faced. The manager hopes you had a comfortable stay. He invites you to breakfast. Take some coffee. Your friends have been contacted. They're coming for you. But before you leave, one question. Hungover, dazed and puzzled by the hospitality, I said, shoot. You came in, you went to the roof, down to the basement. I remembered that bit. Back in the lift, floor 7. But the lift only works with a room card. How did you work it? The security's sense of humor failure was adding up. The city had been on high alert after the bombing. They'd just discovered some punk kid slipping past their systems, wandering around the Hilton in a blackout stupor. Heck, they could have locked me up, man. The manager's politeness was gratitude in disguise. Thanks for exposing the flaw. Still, I had no clue about that keycard. Meanwhile, back at our guest house, my friends were being shaken awake earlier than usual. A note was handed to them. Thomas Dance, lost and found, the Hilton. So when I arrived in Delhi, what day is it today? What day did I arrive in Delhi?
Press the emergency alarm button in case some object or person is stuck in the train doors or any other emergency.
This day was hard work in Delhi. Wasn't in the mood for it, to be honest, and we're just trying to get out of the city as quickly as we can today. I think that's the MO here. So yeah, that's that. But we're picking the bike up and we're gonna get on the road. Should be a bit more interesting. I mean, riding in India is an event in itself. If you've never done it, I suggest everyone to do it. It's just anarchy. Just give it large, basically. You'll be sound. So I'd kind of had on my radar that the monsoon this year had been severe. Anyway, in the foothills here, in a town about 60 kilometers south of here, Manali, there had been persistent heavy rainfall, cloudbursts, which had caused multiple landslides, rockfalls, and flash flooding. Full-scale natural disaster zone. It was quite something. Don't really have any plan. I've got no GPS or no specific routes. There's only one of a few ways you can go anyway. I'm just gonna follow my nose. I'm gonna follow any leads I get and just go where the camera takes me and where the bike allows. 10 years ago when we rode the Manali Leh highway, it was almost all off-road or broken dirt road. I believe today it's all tarmac, but I'm not sure. But I'm not going to be aiming for the Manali Leh highway. I think I'm shooting for Zanskar. See if I can make it that way. When I first visited, the Rohtang Pass was the only way over from Manali to this point. Now the Atal tunnel has been built and is operational. We're going to be taking that. It shaves a significant amount of time off the journey. I don't even know if it's still possible to take the Rohtang Pass. I can't see any signs for it or not, or where it would have been, but I'm guessing it would have been up over the mountains behind me somewhere. Just ready to get out there, baby.